Hey Scotty, wanna rewatch the Lord of the Rings extended trilogy with me? Hey, wait a second, what is that? Oh my god, that's amazing! Let's unbox it! Hello everyone and welcome to another one of our Lazy Swim unboxing videos. The series where Scotty and I take the time to unbox products and read our cards while letting you know how good they are and if the product is truly worth your time and money. So grab your favorite drink, sit down, lay back and relax as we dive into this unboxing. Today, Scotty and I have a very special and exciting unboxing to do. We have received our Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth holiday release. So for anyone who doesn't know, these products are a supplement to the original Tales of Middle-earth expansion, and they are just going to be available this holiday season while stock lasts. So yeah, we're pretty excited about opening these. So thank you very much, Scotty, for your help on this introduction. And as usual, I'm here with Glam Drink and super excited to open up the first of the scene boxes. So if you're wondering what's inside of a scene box, I'll leave a link into the description below and you can go watch it after this video, and that will explain to you what the cards can be inside. But in the meantime, let's have a look at the box proper. First off, you can see here that the box is fairly big. So if I were to put aside or side by side the collector's box that you get for the special edition, well, this of this size, that's why the camera is also zoomed out a little bit more today. But yeah, that's that's how much bigger it is, and the reason being is that you get a little easel to prop up and, well, display the cards in this wonderful box. So without further ado, you have Aragorn at Helm's Deep. So as usual, these scenes represent key moments in the lore and the books, and here, well, of course, a lot of the Lord of the Rings fans should know this scene. It's the Battle of Helm's Deep, the Hornburg, and yeah, you can see here you'll have all of this scene caught up in 6 different cards that you can see here, and you get a supplemental set booster and the 6 art cards as well that are just the art cards. So without further ado, let's break into it. Also, these boxes are printed in the United States. Of course, if I put it backwards, but yeah, printed in the United States. So hopefully they will not be pringled and crispy as usual. You get a little pull tab at the top, and honestly, these boxes are amazing. They're a bit shiny, and they have this strange texture to them. It's all texture, like you can feel like a little grainy texture. And yeah, let's break into them and peel into this. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about these boxes. The reason being is that there have been a lot of issues with the quality of them. Some of these boxes don't even contain the scene that's inside. I will just leave it at that. And then some other people have opened the boxes and have received super prinkled cards or super broken cards, cut up and in different ways and shapes. So let's hope that we get the cards that are supposed to be inside, because that would be grand. And let's see, this is the easel that you get. This is the scene proper. So as you can see, these are the Uruk-hai fighting at Helm's Deep with Aragorn here. You have Gimli here, you have Legolas here, and then just different scenes. This is, of course, the broken wall at Helm's Deep. And here, as you'll see, is the easel. So that's the easel right there, where you can put the 6 cards here. Yeah, I reckon that you just pull this out a little bit and just slide in the card, I hope. And yeah, that's about it. That's the scene. And then the box looks like this. It's a little bit backwards, but you get another cutout, because I love giving you cutouts. So these are 2 cardboard cutouts, and then the cards proper, which pull out. And I will say, if these are done correctly, they could be a very, very fun present for anyone who's a huge fan. So if you're looking to buy a present for somebody or a gift, definitely these are the thing to get. Now, unlike most things, unlike collector booster packs, you get to know what is inside these scenes. All the scenes are supposed to always come with the same exact cards. So let's hope that that's the case in here. And then, of course, you get the set boosters, which we will unbox shortly. But first, let's have a look at the cards inside. And as usual, let's read through them. So I'm super excited about this. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I grew grew up with the Lord of the Rings, reading the books back before there was even a movie, and I'm super excited for any and all products, and the fact that they have extended the expansion somehow is great. There is a little bit of curling. It's not super noticeable. Probably if you just put it in a double sleeve, it's gonna go away. But we'll start off with Anduril Narsil Reforged, which is a legendary artifact equipment that costs 2 generic. It has Ascend. If you control 10 or more permanents, you get a City's Blessing for the rest of the game. And whenever the equipped creature attacks, if you put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, very, very good for counter decks. I will leave it at that. And then if you have the City's Blessing, you put 2 +1/+1 counters instead. And it equips for 3. So for generically 5, this is broken for a counters deck. There are definitely some counters deck. Even the latest Paradox Power has some counters interaction, and this is something that you want to have in there. And of course, they come in foil. As you might be able to see, the card comes in beautiful foil, and yeah, it's just a normal foiling, but it's beautiful and it's extended. And then we have Aragorn the Hornburg Hero, which is a 4/4 human soldier that costs 1 generic and Naya. And yeah, this is a beautiful rendition of Aragorn again. And let's see, what does it do? And this is a wonderful rendition of Aragorn. And as you can see, the highlighting of the foil, it highlights some parts like the lapel, the shoulder guard. It's so beautiful. And there is this greenish hue overall throughout the card. Now, what does it say? Attacking creature you control have first strike and renown 1. When a creature with renown 1 deals combat damage to a player, if it isn't renowned, you put a +1/+1 counter on it and it becomes renowned. So you always get to upgrade any creatures that deal combat damage to a player. And whenever a renowned creature you control deals damage to a player, you double the number of counters on it. So of course, this is extremely synergistic with Anduril, and again, very counter deck heavy right here, and I'm gonna try and do that. Next up, we have Legolas's Quick Reflexes, which is actually one of the best cards, and it costs 1 green. It's an instant, has split second, so as long as the spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities, and you get to untap target creature until the end of turn. It gains hexproof, reach, and whenever this creature becomes tapped, it deals damage equal to its power to up to 1 target creature. So this is a great fight spell, and it could even be a defensive spell depending on how you use it, but this is a wonderful card, and I love the art as usual. And you can see the speckles of fire being highlighted in the foiling. I hope that shows in the camera. And then next up, we have Gimli's Reckless Might, which is an enchantment that costs 4 and it's red, and creatures you control have haste and formidable whenever you attack. If creatures you control have a total power of 8 or greater, target attacking creature you control fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So these two were synergistic with counters, and these are kind of like fight spells. Not really, but they synergize with fight spells. At least this one is. Really fun little thing. And after that, let's see if I can put this here. You get Isengard Unleashed. This is a 5 costing sorcery with 3 red pips. Damage cannot be prevented this turn if a source you control would deal damage this turn and to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls. It deals triple that damage instead, and you can flash back it for 7 triple pips. Strong spell in the right deck, but it's nothing to go home and shout about. And then next up, we have Rohirrim Chargers. That is right at the back. You can see them. They are human knights. They're 4/4, and they are Boros. And you may exert Rohirrim Chargers as it attacks. This means that you won't untap during your next untap step. And whenever you exert a creature, you reveal cards. So it's a creature, not just itself. And there are quite a few exert creatures in Magic the Gathering, so you can synergize with that. And then reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an equipment card. Put that card onto the battlefield attached to that creature, and then put the rest of the bottom of your library in random order. So let's have a quick look and review at this. Great 2 cards, amazing for commander decks that synergize around counters. Definitely great cards. You could even have this as an amazing commander that just overall goes for counters. It's incredibly good as a synergy, and this guy is amazing. Then great fight spell, and overall just great in green, and it could become a staple, so wonderful. Gimli's Reckless Might, realistically it's okay, nothing to write home about. Just like Isengard Unleashed and the Rohirrim Chargers are are good in a equipment deck, but nothing to write home about. So the top 3 are the best ones, and I think the best of the bunch is a Legolas Quick Reflexes. Next up, let's have a look at the art cards proper, and we'll try and place them into the easel and see and show you how this goes. Also, this is a very nice plasticky. I think this is a plastified paper. I don't know if they've recycled it, but let's see if I can put this without spending too much time. So the holes are not cut, so you have to kind of pull them yourself out, and if you do it with your nails, it's very likely you'll break it, as you can see. So what is best to do, I guess, is just do this, what I'm doing, just kind of insert the card first and then place the things if you don't want to ruin the easel. And yeah, let's see how this one goes. A little bit annoying. There you go. Bend it from the back a little bit as well. Use it all to your advantage if you can. And voila, that's done. Okay, next up, Gimli. And of course, you'll have the little black in between the cards. That's not something you can realistically do anything about. But it's okay, you know, it's not a big deal. And if you really love these cards, what I would advise you is look into maybe an Etsy or something like that. People actually frame these, or even your local business is even better. Yeah, there are people who can frame and do amazing framing work. And if you love these kind of scenes, or even just the cards themselves, you can put them in a nice little frame behind some glass, and yeah, just overall make it pop. So that's the scene as is. And of course, it is shaped so that it stays on its feet as an easel, so that's really nice, and that's the scene. And next up, we'll open up the set boosters, and yeah, we already know the good cards in here, such as the Orcish Bowmasters, the One Ring, and there are so many good cards in this set. But overall, I'm just always happy to open more of the Lord of the Rings set boosters. So here we have Mirror Guardian, the Enraged Sworn, Sounds Desperate Rescue, Not for Wrath, Not for Ruin, Breaking of the Fellowship, Golem's Bite. And I will say I actually enjoyed playing this in limited. This set was really fun and limited. It wasn't too overly complicated. Gandalf's Sanction, a very, very decent card. And then we get the Council's Deliberation. Then you get the Oliphant in the Scene, Borderless. Then we get the Mines of Moria as our rare, and the Morgul Knife Wound in foil, and a food token. Then next up, the other one. Let's see how it goes. Okay, Sharky. And then we get a normal island, the Elven Foresight, Lothlorien Lookout, the Galadrim Guide, the Galadrim Bow, Oath of the Grey Host, Bill Ferny, Breeze Swindler, Build a Pony, of course. I love Build a Pony. Dudeconis, those Dudeconis. Voracious Fell Beast in the Scene. Whoa, sorry, that skipped ahead. And Mary, the Esquire of Rohan in the normal version. Decent card. And then we get Aragorn, the company leader in the foil Scene, which is really wonderful. Great little card, and I really like it. And then you get the minigame. So this is definitely a very good Scene card. And I've not seen that in the Scene. I've not seen it in the Scene because I didn't open it yet. So it's nice to see it. And the last booster contains Treason of Isengard, the Swarming of Moria, Warbeasts of Gargaroth, surrounded by orcs, Celeborn the Wise, Mirror of Galadriel, Legolas Counter of Kills, the Dunlin Crebain in the Scene, Gandalf Westward Voyager. This is the Commander deck 1, and this is Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. Very good rare. And then you get Inherited Envelope in foil, and then the ring token. That's it. So we are done with the unboxing of the Aragorn at Helm's Deep fight and scene box. This was really, really fun. These scene boxes, when we bought them, they are around like 30 pounds. And realistically, if you think about it, with the 3 booster packs, which are about like, let's say 5 pounds each on average, then the contents of the cards and the scene itself, I definitely would agree that it's an okay price, especially if you can get in the 30-pound range. Don't buy it for anything higher. I would recommend that if it's around 40, it's starting to be too expensive. But that's, you know, that's your choice. If you really love a scene, then just buy it. You know, that's what I would advise. Otherwise, just buy the single cards that you really want out of a scene. But other than that, this was a great little product, and we're going to be unboxing all the other 3 scenes and the collector's booster box right here on our channel. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, as it does help small channels like ours a lot. And until the next one, we wish you a lovely day, a blessed day. Be good, be kind, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!